this play. Your teammates there. Let them do whatever they're going to do. Like, have the mentality that, just like this, it's the same mentality right here where you do that, teammates up, they're just setting you up. It's not always for a follow-up shot, but like, let them fly. Let them do whatever. They're setting you up. And if they turn here to cut, let them cut for you. Like, just get your teammate and don't get your teammate in the play for passing plays. It's not a passing mindset. It's just using them for solo play. They're purely setting you up. Like right here, they're going to cut and they're going to set you up if the ball rolls how we want, right? They just set you up. You can go for this, but you could also have the mentality, teammate took a 50, I'm going to let teammate go for that. I bet you guys double. Yeah, you guys double, right? It's not like a glaring mistake, dude. I wouldn't overthink it. It's just, okay, they do that. Let your teammate go. Because teammate's going to have his one-on-one. He's going to make this player dive, and then you're going to get an easy open net as an option. Overall, I see as not letting our teammate cut and not respecting our teammate's solo play. That would be like the biggest mistake. So we're going to look at Grand Champ. This will be low Grand Champ. I've been trying to play a bit faster. I still hesitate from time to time. Many times I challenge when I shouldn't. I missed a couple of open nets this game, and I was a bit too aggressive. Went for their corner boost when they scored. No worries, man. That's how you learn. I always say that, but got to make mistakes to learn. You will never know the right times to push out for a corner until you do it at the wrong times. Nice, dude. Good. That's improvement from last week. It's not always... Very good. It's not always like ego the ball, which the more you submit here, the more you'll get, right? It's not always send it. But this was good. Playing confident. I think I said this, but this is Grand Champ 1. Good. Let's see what we do. Yeah, we send it. So I don't know if we're like in a stage of refinement yet because we just talked about playing more aggressive. We will see. Like if it really bugs me, I might have to talk about it, but I'm a pros outweigh the cons guy, and I just, you're reading the play good, you're playing confident, your dive challenges look good. Maybe we could restrict it to first man as easy game sense, where this is a maybe, but then we're second man right here. So I don't think that makes sense. It does on paper, but I think we just keep sending it. Like this is just, there's nothing here, but for now, I think this is fine. Yeah. You'll kind of see, like, as you submit longer here, that I always like to coach extremes to, like, learn new game sense, and a week goes by quick. You know, I wouldn't want to work in the opposite direction yet. That's good. Let's see what we do. Yeah. Good. It probably feels a lot better, too, man, to be honest. I'm gonna, I mean, maybe I'll make comments. I don't want to, I will say, I want you to keep playing aggressive, Bandula. Keep this. I'm still going to break down plays and make comments, but just, like, keep this. Don't, like, go crazy with fakes or playing patient, please. I'm going to break down, like, game sense, options, etc. You are actually, let's try to make this, like, super black and white. You are a second man, and I'm going to call out role and rotations. You can play a fake challenge. You could play goal line defense. You could option right here. We'll go like extremes, like defensive option. You could play right here, which gives this player time in the ball. And then maybe, big maybe, your teammate can cut for you. But as seen, this player's pushing this way. So like you're not going to have a cutter. So really your options are goalie defense, which is awkward. Having to like jump up, make a save. It's viable defense, but it's awkward. Or send it like you did, or fake it and like play shadow defense to transition. What it comes down to with these plays, it's what risk do you want to play? Do you want to play a risk attached to having to make a quick reaction save? Do you want to play a risk attached to winning your challenge or at least 50ing the ball to where it's not in your net? Or do you want to play a risk where you're pretty far away to fake this and shadow and the timing wouldn't be there? When I look at this play, I would much rather play the risk of sending it, as all you have to do is 50 it not in your net. That's it. And that's pretty easy. Some people may disagree, but all you have to do is not let the ball go in your net. So that's like push it this way, win it over, whatever. And what you could do is de-risk the play where you could send it, but then take a very defensive 50 and try to push it instead of dunk it. But I do like us sending this. I'd much rather play that risk. And obviously, like, the risk pays off. We get a goal. And what's funny is, like, the player you're playing right now, who's defending you, plays the goal line risk, right? The fake challenge risk. And that's what I mean about risk. Like, it's not always play aggressive, but, like, what do you want to play? Do you want to play a risk that the player you're defending actually has mechanics? You know, it just depends. It's a situational game. Now we're going to break down this. This is another second man play. Not this. We're second man. I want this to be very like black and white, where there's nothing here until you have really insane mechanics, where you can fly up for this, get a soft touch, recover on the wall, and then doomsy dish it in. Or up the ceiling and then somehow get that ball in the net. You could also like go for it, not with the intention of scoring, but just touching it to touch it. But there's nothing here. Like for our mechanics, there's nothing here. And I think the easy game sense for this is that previous play was a defensive second man play. This is an offensive second man play. Only go in ego and attack as a second man if it's a wide open shot, and leave it there. Everything else is positioning where you're just chilling. It's fake. Because I'm going to play the risk game with you. What risk do you want to play? Do you want to play the risk that you can go up for this and peak and score? Or do you want to play and then the risk attached to that is like teammates no boost, and then if you don't score that, then teammate has to play it. So, like, your risk is entirely dependent on a teammate picking up your touch. Or you can de-risk the play by faking and playing over here and getting boost, or faking and hopefully dodging this demo. Wow, that's a terrible POV. Just shoot if it's open. That's the easy game sense. And remember, and this would be another thing about risk. Maybe we're going to just talk about risk. Always know that you took a risky challenge, right? So, like, you're leaning in the risk department. Well, you rotate back and you got a demo. So now you're net zero. Like, you just equaled it out. So, like, it's not like you should be afraid to play the ball. Just know that, and we talked about this last time, that you can make up for plays by demoing or controlling boost or cutting. I want to continue to talk through this. We're a second man. What risks do you want to play? Do you want to fake into goal line defense? Do you want to play goalie and let your teammate cut for you, which is an option, right? Like, you play the ball, which is totally an option. I thought this was a good challenge too. I think for the black and white game sense, if it's a second man on offense, you're only going if it's open. Everything else is fake in position. With second man on defense, I mean, I like going for these because it's just awkward playing goal line defense. I think we'll get to a point where I'm going to need you to fake some because I need to know what your fake challenge defense looks like. But with these plays, man, I would really consider 50s where you're pushing. Like, you're not always trying to ego and dunk. Like, there's two parts to this play. There's risk number one, which is actually going for it, and then risk number two, which is trying to win the ball. I want you to, like, go for these plays, but I want you to really try to take defensive 50s. Not always try to win it. You could still try to win it, but not always. And I would have ball control in your mind, because we'll see if I could find some examples of this. Okay, so where we started was I want to build up your confidence. Now we have confidence. But if you continue to ego and go for every ball, but you don't do anything, then you become a ball chaser. And that's something I will not allow happen. Like, eventually I want to, like, if we go for the ball aggressive, there needs to be mechanics and ball control. It can't just be a dive challenge. I'm gonna see if I can find examples of that, because there is like I always say, good ball chasing is good, bad ball chasing is bad. I think we're in a rank where we could just ego everything, to be honest. But I don't know. I'm gonna let this play. All right. We are a second man. I don't even know what the theme of this is, but I'm just gonna continue talking through game sense. Miscellaneous, and this was attached to the previous plays. I think you could use your teammate more, where you can go for this ball, totally an option, but like for some of these plays, you could just space out and let your teammate cut for you. Let them demo, let them cut, and kind of set up possession for you. And I think we could use our teammate for plays like this, where if you just, I always like the mantra, give your teammate space. Honestly, man, I don't know if you're at a rank yet, but you're going to get to a rank where like this player is like being mechanical, right? And like, yeah, he messed up his flip. And then you do that and he sees you come in and he just leaves the game. Because you always want to respect your teammate's solo play, even if it's not a good solo play. You want to respect their solo play. If they have the ball, give them space. And if their mechanics break down, then you pick it up, or then you play defense. I would, on a macro level, use your teammate more. Give them space for solo play. Let them cut for you, but also still play the ball aggressively. And this is a good fake. I would say overall, this is very good. Good gameplay. Much better than last week. Good. And this is what I would do. This is that risk example. You're a second man. Traditionally, you fake, buy time for a teammate to recover. You decide to go, which is a risky option, but you de-risk the play by taking a 50. I would really work on these 50s. Okay? You go aggressive, but then you take a defensive 50. Good. Unfortunate. Good. Dude, I could easily, Bandola, tell you nothing. I think this is big ups from last week. Nice try. I mean, this works. I want maybe, in a perfect world, man, keep the play style, space out from teammates a little bit more, respect their solo play. Like, you're still faking, and you're still looking for ball control, and you're still diving, and you're playing fast, and I like it all. I would almost say, like, using your teammate is a bigger concept here, where you just space out, let them cut for you on defense, give them time in the ball to solo. I know this is, like, your teammate doesn't get a good touch, right? Like, it's like, how can they control the ball? The ball's going backwards, they're in front of it. But I would just overall, like, sit. I'm not telling you to play patient goal line defense, but maybe that happens. You're still at the back post, right? Obviously, teammate can't control the ball, but they could still do something, and it's going to create an opportunity for you to control. I just feel like we throw ourselves in plays. Really, my issue with it is, like, you kind of made your decision to not respect teammate before that bad touch happened. And I kind of, like, right now, I would just be, right, like, you start pushing before you even see what happens. Just let your teammate control. And if it looks awkward, wait for them to leave the play. I wouldn't really focus on back post, front post, man, because it's more of a macro lens of, I will break down the play specifically for you. It's everywhere. It's not just defense. It's not just offense transition. It's if your teammate's in a position to play the ball, space out from them, let them solo play. In this play, right here, if you want to play right here, play right here. I don't know if I'd get this far, but it's not really a back post, front post conversation. The breakdown is more like you just need to be thinking that your teammate's going to solo play and you want to give them space. I don't want to go down a positioning route. because like there's benefits to front post, there's benefits to back post. I just want you to give teammates space. This is not like a good example of like where to position, because I don't want to make this about positioning, because like I don't want you to play back post in Grand Champ 2s. Like people don't autopilot position at the back post. In a perfect world, I want you to be able to like, okay, maybe you push front post, but still give your teammates space. I still like you playing this ball, don't get me wrong, because like it turns into a transition. I just think overall you can space out from teammate and use them more. Like if they're controlling, use them. That's good. Like, and I'll kind of continue to go down this. Just don't have a positioning. Your positioning, rotations, challenges, really like everything relating to game sense and even mechanics and control looks good. It's more of a mental kind of review of giving your teammates space. Because I really like where gameplay is. I would give it at least another week before we work something else in. I'm also waiting. I like to wait for problems to happen. If I see improvement, I don't really touch improvement. I might build on it. And that's kind of like what today is, building on it. This play, your teammates there. Let them do whatever they're going to do. Like have the mentality that, just like this, it's the same mentality right here where you do that, teammates up, they're just setting you up. It's not always for a follow-up shot, but like let them fly. Let them do whatever. They're setting you up. And if they turn here to cut, let them cut for you. Like just get your teammate, and don't get your teammate in the play for passing plays. It's not a passing mindset. It's just using them for solo play. They're purely setting you up. Like right here, they're going to cut and they're going to set you up if the ball rolls how we want, right? They just set you up. You can go for this, but you could also have the mentality, teammate took a 50, I'm going to let teammate go for that. I bet you guys double. Yeah, you guys double, right? It's not like a glaring mistake, dude. I wouldn't overthink it. It's just, okay, they do that. Let your teammate go. Because teammate's going to have his one-on-one. He's going to make this player dive, and then you're going to get an easy open net as an option. Overall, I see as not letting our teammate cut and not respecting our teammate's solo play. That would be like the biggest mistake. And like your teammate has good mechanics too, man. He's air dribble flip resetting for Grand Champ 1. I'd say that's good that we're seeing that. Nice try. Good fake. Yeah, I like where game sense is. You're not diving everything. Nice, dude. Yeah. I'm sure you feel a lot better, dude. So much more flowier. You play more confident. You're actually getting control plays. You're not brainlessly diving every play. You're still playing smart. We just need to get our teammate involved more for solo play, not for team play. I don't want you to have a positioning mindset or a passing mindset. Just give them space. Totally fine. Yeah, you're chilling, dude. This is a good week. Good job applying what we previously talked about. You're chilling. Just let it go. Let it ride. You know, like you're playing confident. You're trusting yourself. Respect teammate a little bit. Give them space. But compared to last week, you're like this is probably like how you like to play. You know, like when you're playing good, you probably play like this. You know, I think this is like we'll make this the base. Give it another week. We'll build more. Miscellaneous stuff that don't overthink, but just stuff that's on my mind is air roll. It's really like you just need more air dribbles and flip resets. We had one, and it was just a little clunky on the air roll. If you want like bonus stuff, just train air dribbles. Like air dribbles and resets are like the best mechanics to train, because that's like just how you play Rocket League as you move through Grand Champ. And then the other thing was we were awkward on the goal line for sure, but I didn't want to touch that. Nor do I want to talk about goal line defense in Grand Champ 2s. I would say the only things missing from that were more mechanics. But like we'll get there over time. Yeah. All I did, dude, you're just playing more confident, man. That's it. That is it.